From ancient clans to cosmic horrors, the Tekken series has unleashed some of the most legendary and terrifying monsters in gaming history. These aren't just fighters, they're the dark heart of the Mishima bloodline, conflict, and beyond. To begin this journey, we dive into the original family betrayal that set the entire Mishima demonic legacy in motion, decades before anyone had ever heard of a King of Iron Fist tournament. Jinpachi Mishima. Jinpachi Mishima is the original Mishima patriarch, a tragic figure consumed by his own family's betrayal. Before becoming a demon, he led the Mishima Zaibatsu until his son Heihachi overthrew and imprisoned him beneath the Hanmaru dojo. Left to starve, Jinpachi's body and mind twisted into a monstrous fusion of Mishima-style fighting karate and raw demonic fury. Before you dismiss him as just another demon boss, hear me out. Jinpachi isn't simple demon flavor stuck on a familiar fighter. His transformation was the first time the Mishima story turned human cruelty into outright supernatural horror. Long before the devil gene appeared, he embodies ancestral corruption, the festering root of all Mishima madness. His glowing third eye, bound torso, and tortured moves scream cursed lineage. In gameplay, Jinpachi punishes mistakes like no other. His fireballs and stun attacks force players to focus or get wiped out, and his brutal demonic moves expand Tekken's fighting style into otherworldly territory. His stun attack even foreshadows Azazel's later abilities, showing his boss design laid the foundation for Tekken's cosmic horrors. Jinpachi isn't just powerful, he's a brutal test of pattern recognition and patience. Not a button masher's boss. Here's where it gets dark. Jinpachi's story symbolizes the Mishima family's original sin of betrayal and decay. His fall from patriarch to starving demon shows how ambition corrupted the clan from within, turning the founder into a tragic cautionary figure and precursor to threats like Azazel. He bridges the family's human tragedy and the series' supernatural shift from political power struggles to demonic warfare. So while Jinpachi may seem like a one-off demon boss, he's the keystone of Tekken's monstrous legacy. His suffering foreshadows the cursed line through Heihachi, Kazuya, and Jin, linking family betrayal with unleashed powers. In that very same fallout, his son's marriage was about to unleash a threat even more directly tied to the devil gene, his daughter-in-law, Kazumi. Kazumi Mishima. Kazumi Mishima is the unexpected origin of the Mishima family's devil gene. Even before Tekken 1, she's already in play as a secret weapon from the Hachijo clan, a family that harnesses demonic power for targeted assassinations. Kazumi isn't just Heihachi's loving wife, she's an assassin bound by her clan's ruthless mission. Her transformation into Devil Kazumi and her attempt to kill Heihachi kickstarted the Mishima feud's demonic legacy, spanning generations. Here's the kicker. Kazumi isn't random chaos. She embodies the dark duality of tender mother and genetically weaponized villain. She carries the devil gene inherited from the Hachijo clan, passing this curse to her son Kazuya and triggering the family's demonic spiral. This contrasts sharply with the Kazama clan's angel gene, providing a spiritual counterpoint in the series. Her boss fight in Tekken 7 captures this blend perfectly. Devil Kazumi teleports and hovers, firing laser eyes and dark energy attacks that upend typical fighting game patterns. She's not just a brawler, she's a demon unleashed, moving like a shadow you can't predict. Narratively, Kazumi's role is tragic. She truly loves Heihachi, but is forced by clan doctrine to kill him if he becomes a threat. This mission is deeply personal and brutal, making her the perfect origin for the series' supernatural conflict. Without her fateful choice, the Mishimas wouldn't be cursed by endless demonic power struggles. If Kazumi's devil legacy seems wild, wait until you see how it grows with her son. Next up is Devil Kazuya. Devil Kazuya. Kazuya. Mishima's story is the brutal origin of the devil gene's deadly hold on the Mishima family. He inherits the devil gene from his mother, Kazumi, who already possessed it long before him. But it's his father Heihachi's cruel test that triggers the demon inside. Heihachi throws Kazuya off a cliff, expecting him to die, but instead the trauma forces the devil gene to fully awaken, forging a dark pact between Kazuya and the devil entity within him. This isn't just a genetic curse. It's the moment Kazuya becomes the ruthless demon host that defines the Tekken saga. Devil Kazuya's boss fights are a hellish mix of raw Mishima karate and otherworldly powers. He flies, shoots energy beams, and shocks opponents with electric attacks that go beyond human limits. His aggressive blend of martial arts and demonic abilities pushes players to their edge, embodying his transformation from abused child to unstoppable force. Early Tekken finales made it clear. This isn't just a man fighting, it's a vessel for pure demonic fury. But here's where it gets darker. Kazuya isn't only a demon physically. His internal battle with Angel, a spiritual counterforce symbolizing his remaining humanity and moral struggle, runs throughout the series. This clash isn't just about power, it's a supernatural representation of his torn soul between good and evil. The Mishima feud explodes from a family tragedy into a global war with Kazuya at its center, using his devil power to ignite massive corporate conflicts and bloodshed. This fusion of childhood trauma and demonic pact makes Devil Kazuya one of Tekken's most iconic monsters. He's not just a villain, he's the human price of a dark, inherited curse pushed to terrifying extremes. And if you think a devilish son is bad, just wait until you meet the ancient extraterrestrial force he's forced to fight next. Ogre isn't just another Tekken villain, he's a cosmic escalation, the first major antagonist outside the Mishima bloodline to shake the series' foundations. Dubbed the god of fighting, Ogre is basically an ancient extraterrestrial living weapon, dropped on Earth by alien beings eons ago as the ultimate combat tool. Unlike your everyday martial artist, Ogre has the freaky ability to absorb and mimic fighting styles. He literally studies you mid-fight and turns your moves against you. This guy represents a new tier of threat, not just a fighter, but a shifting monster of pure combat evolution. Before you write him off as just another final boss, hear me out. Ogre's arrival in Tekken 3 moved the plot beyond the Mishima's family drama into something cosmic. He's a being weaponized to control Earth's martial legacy, almost like an alien guardian designed to test and conquer every fighting style known to humanity. His boss fight isn't just about landing blows. It's survival against an adaptive predator. He uses long reach and unpredictable patterns that force players to constantly switch tactics, making every encounter nerve-wracking and dynamic. Narratively, Ogre's impact runs deep. He's the one who attacked Jun Kazama, leaving her gravely wounded, which forced her to retreat to the secluded Kazama Sanctuary. This brutal encounter is key, as it indirectly sets off a chain of events leading to Jin Kazama's Devil Gene awakening. Ogre's alien menace blends with the family curse that Tekken fans obsess over, raising the stakes beyond just human grudges. Plus, while Ogre shares the supernatural side of Tekken's lore, there's no official connection tying him directly to characters like Claudio. Any links are more thematic than canonical. Ogre thus isn't just a cosmic wildcard, he's the first real monster boss in Tekken, a living weapon that warps the game's tone from gritty martial arts to survival against an alien god. If you thought the Mishima blood feud was intense, Ogre brings a whole new level. A war machine made to end all war machines, constantly learning and evolving on the battlefield. But if you think Ogre is brutal, wait until you meet True Ogre. True Ogre isn't just Ogre's upgraded form. It's the monstrous, dragon-like evolution that cranks the alien war machine threat to 11. While Ogre starts out as a humanoid living weapon designed to absorb and mimic fighters, True Ogre steps it up with massive horns, a serpentine tail, giant wings, and a towering bestial frame that makes it feel less like a fighter and more like a colossal elemental war god unleashed. Here's the thing, True Ogre's arsenal is a brutal mix of myth and boss fight classics. His fire breath alone isn't just for style, it serves as a sweeping zoning attack that blankets the arena, forcing players to rethink positioning or face serious damage. Add in savage tail sweeps that have nearly unblockable properties, and you've got a boss fight that's less about traditional Tekken footsies and more a test of survival against environmental hazards. Trying to poke or counterattack without paying attention can get you burned or crushed. It's like fighting a rampaging dinosaur who's also mastered street fighting. Before you object, I can prove True Ogre's impact goes beyond just a tough fight. His multi-phase battle style, starting as Ogre, then evolving mid-fight into this massive, more aggressive form, laid down the blueprint for all the big monster bosses that followed. Azazel's overwhelming scale, screen-wide attacks, and multi-stage pattern clearly draw from True Ogre's design philosophy. It's the shift from humanoid villain to something cosmic and territorial. Lore-wise, True Ogre acts as a key bridge. He blends the extraterrestrial alien menace embodied by Ogre with the later demonic cosmic threats like Azazel. This fusion shows the Tekken series expanding its monster scale from tactical humanoids into elemental war gods. True Ogre represents a primal power surge locked in raw, destructive form, but refined with intelligence and tactical combat skills. It's war machines mixed with mythic fury. In short, True Ogre personifies the monstrous evolution of Tekken's alien archetype. From absorbing martial artists as Ogre to becoming an unstoppable dragon hybrid, he turns the final boss arena into a battlefield littered with fiery breath and tail-whipping hazards. This isn't a fighter you simply beat with combos. It's a legendary elemental force that redefined what a Tekken monster boss could be. But if you think True Ogre's dramatic boss fight is big, wait until we get to Unknown, and her shifting water-like terror twisting the rules entirely. Unknown is the ultimate wildcard in Tekken's Rogues Gallery of Monsters, a non-canon boss lurking on the edges of the main storyline, yet packed with layers of spiritual mystique that stick with you. She's connected to Jun Kazama, but not as you know her. Instead, Unknown is Jun possessed by a corrupted wolf spirit, turning her into a fluid, water-like being whose fighting style is a slippery, unpredictable nightmare. Before you shrug off non-canon bosses, hear me out. Unknown enriches the Tekken mythos in ways no canon character quite does. She embodies the fragile line between human will and spiritual corruption, a possession gone terribly wrong. The lore here leans heavily on the tag tournament games, where she first shows up as the final boss, and returns with full force in Tekken Tag Tournament 2. Her essence is a dark echo of Jun's angelic nature, twisted into something alien and menacing. Her moveset is a shapeshifter's dream, Unknown, morphs constantly, stealing other fighters' techniques while surrounded by a shadowy water form that looks part ghost, part liquid nightmare. Fighting her demands adapting to sudden changes and attacks that slip through normal hitboxes. It's all about unpredictability and spiritual unease, adding depth. Unknown's story ties to the wolf spirit corrupting Jun, but it's not the result of Claudio Serafino's exorcisms. Claudio's battles happen much later, facing the Devil Gene and other demons. Unknown's origin stays more mysterious, tied directly to Jun's spiritual corruption rather than any failed exorcism. This keeps Unknown as a unique symbol of chaos in Tekken's spiritual lore, both victim and enforcer. Though outside the main timeline, her story threads explore possession, failed redemption, and the volatile mix of human and beyond human power. She's less a simple extra, more a spiritual wildcard who brings a chilling, mystical edge to the series. But if you thought Unknown's watery horrors were tough to pin down, wait until we dive into the ancient cosmic menace sealed beneath the earth. Azazel is basically the cosmic boss of the Tekken universe, the ultimate demon sealed underground, long before anyone heard of the Mishimas or their Devil Gene drama. The prophecy says Azazel will awaken when human conflict, specifically the chaos wrought by Devil Gene wars, reaches its peak, and Tekken 6 delivers exactly that. So, Azazel isn't just another monster. It's the apocalypse incarnate, the reason all the devil hosts' struggles have cosmic stakes. Before you think it's just a big demon for the final boss, hear me out. The narrative literally positions Azazel as the central link connecting every Devil Gene carrier. It's not just a big bad, it's the catalyst, the primal source that's been dormant, waiting for humanity to tear itself apart enough to break its seal. Jin's global war against Kazuya? That's basically Azazel's alarm clock. The boss fight itself is a beast of many layers and references. Azazel throws down this barrage of crystal spikes shooting up from the ground, making your movement feel restricted, as if the earth itself is betraying you. Then, there are those crystal scarabs swarming the stage as projectiles, forcing players to juggle dodging and offense simultaneously. And its ranged beams? Think of the devil lasers from Kazuya and Devil Jin, fused with True Ogre's fire breath stun attacks. Azazel synthesizes all those intimidating boss traits into one overwhelming foe. It's like the game said, let's throw every terrifying mechanic from past bosses into this ready-made endgame hell. And narratively, Azazel is the key to everything. It's not only the final force Jin aims to confront to end the Devil Gene curse, but also reappears in Tekken 8, where its lingering influence catalyzes Kazuya's True Devil transformation. A nod that the apocalypse isn't over once you beat the giant demon once. It's a cyclical, cosmic nightmare that keeps escalating. So, Azazel isn't just a monster boss. It embodies centuries of demonic war, sealed evil unleashed by humanity's own bloodline madness. If you think that's the end of the deep devil stuff, wait until you see who carries the Devil Gene's legacy forward, Devil Jin. Devil Jin is the twisted apex of Jin Kazama's internal struggle, the fully unleashed manifestation of the Devil Gene coursing through his bloodline. But here's the catch. He isn't just another Mishima-style fighter with a demonic twist. Devil Jin fuses Jin's sharp, precise Mishima karate with terrifying supernatural powers like flights and devastating laser beams. This isn't just a fighter who punches harder, he becomes a flying, laser-shooting demon lord in the arena. Before you dismiss him as another generic devil boss, hear me out. Devil Jin represents the next generation caught in the Mishima curse, the collision of raw devil power inherited from Kazuya and the Kazama clan's spiritual resistance rooted in Jun. This duality is written all over his gameplay. He's incredibly mobile, using wings to soar and instantly close distance, and his lasers punish overextensions from a safe range. His combos hit hard and fast, demanding players master timing and spacing, reflecting the relentless psychological battle he wages internally. His lore ties deeply into Tekken's ultimate apocalyptic arc. Devil Jin's transformation is triggered by his connection to Azazel, the ancient demon whose awakening Jin hopes to provoke and then destroy to end the Devil Jin curse. So Devil Jin is not just a monster, but also a tactical weapon in Jin's dangerous gamble, embodying the destructive inheritance he desperately wants to overcome. What makes Devil Jin so compelling is that he perfectly captures Tekken's core conflict, the devastating seduction of demonic possession versus the flickering hope of angelic potential. He is both victim and vessel, harnessing devastating supernatural menace while fighting to retain his humanity. His fighting style mirrors this balance, blending traditional martial arts with terrifying otherworldly abilities, making every encounter an electric mix of skill and raw power. But if you think Devil Jin's internal torment is intense, wait until we explore Angel Jin, the shining possible redemption, and yin to his infernal yang. Angel Jin is the ultimate angelic opposite to True Devil Kazuya, introduced as Tekken 8's final boss and the climax of the Devil Jin saga. This form represents the Kazama clan's so-called Angel Jin, evolving into a purifying force that directly counters the Devil Jin's destruction. If the Mishima curse is hellfire, Angel Jin is the holy water meant to quench it. Before you write him off as a glowy palette swap, hear me out. Angel Jin's design and moveset scream celestial power, massive radiant wings, attacks combining traditional martial arts with light-based ethereal abilities. Gameplay footage shows him launching luminous projectiles and delivering swift, precise strikes that feel less brute force and more divine justice. It's like a kung fu priest throwing down with a space demon. Narratively, Angel Jin symbolizes hope. He's the spiritual redemption that might finally end or transform the Devil Jin legacy. His battle with True Devil Kazuya is the ultimate devil versus angel clash, charged with cosmic symbolism. Two polar opposites collide, one infernal destruction, the other angelic salvation. The final boss arena pulses with this metaphysical tension. Here's where it gets interesting. Angel Jin isn't just a deus ex machina. His arrival suggests the Kazama bloodline hosts an ancient Angel Jin, able to purify or balance the Devil Jin. Jun Kazama and Asuka carry this essence, but Jin's transformation signals the full activation of that potential, making him Tekken's first truly divine warrior. This metaphysical elevation means Tekken 8 closes not with another grim devil master, but a battle where mythology itself feels resolved. Angel Jin's glowing wings and light attacks aren't just flashy. They declare the saga might finally shift from endless curses and bloodshed to redemption and balance. If you thought past bosses were intense, Angel Jin takes it to a divine scale. His presence promises a hopeful endpoint to a storyline mired in chaos. And with his epic fight against True Devil Kazuya, Tekken's tale of demons and angels shows it's about more than martial arts. It's about the fate of supernatural legacies. If you enjoyed this video and want to see more, click the video on the screen now.